So our missional community definitely feels like extended family. We've been together as a small group for, I think, at least over 5 years, and so um, they've become to be some of our best friends. And I know, like, one example of just ways that we support each other, a lot of us are at the age where we're having babies or have had babies in the last 5 years, and so one of our members always organizes for people to provide meals for a few weeks after the baby is born, and so that's been one thing that's cool. We also, one of our members moved from Ankeny to Altoona a few, I don't know, 6 months ago or something, and the guys all got together on Saturday morning and helped her do all the heavy lifting and moving so that she didn't have to hire someone to do that. So we're just there to help each other through, some bigger life events.
It's like when you're with your extended family and you have different generations together. And some of the things that our missional community members are going through, we have gone through in our earlier years, so we can identify and sympathize with some of their family issues. Health issues have been a big worry for some individuals, and I think that the value of us being together and praying for each other in those shared experiences has really been important to each of us.
Well, we really do relate to each other like family. We are in communication with each other many, many times through the week in addition to our meetings. If we have prayer requests, we text each other or call each other, let each other know what we need, and ask others to help. If we've had people who've had sick kids and they feel isolated, we've gone over and given them some relief so they can get out of the house, taken meals to each other. We've just done whatever you would ask your family to do. I really think that among our group we could ask each other to do the same.
Our group is made up of a wide variety of different ages of people, and we try to be family oriented. We have people who have grandchildren, people who have young children, and when we meet, we specifically have designed our home, which is our meeting place, to have a separate location where all the children can play and can be together and become friends with one another and look forward to coming to the meeting themselves and actually enjoy being part of this missional community in their own respect.
Our group has a lot of kids, but when we get together and we pray, the kids are usually with us when we begin the evening and we pray together. And then when we get into the devotional and the study, the kids tend to go off and play and do their thing, hang out with their friends. And then at the end, we come back together, and a lot of times we each pray for each other, and we'll hop around the room and everybody gets a chance to pray. And very often the kids will jump in and pray with us. So it's a great way to model for them a way to live through Jesus in a big group and show them that our group is committed to Jesus and that this is something that's really important to us.
Well, Jesus is very clear in his command that we should love one another. And if you're not in community with each other, if you're not having deep enough relationships where you know how to love each other, then you're not really fulfilling that command. And I think that that's really the basis of missional community, is being close enough to each other, sharing each other's lives in such a way that you can truly love one another. And by this, then others will know that we're Jesus' disciples. And so that's through missional community, the kind of example that we're trying to bring to our community in a way that touches them and draws them closer to Jesus themselves.
And it makes me think of the book of Acts when the early church first got started, and they were breaking bread together on a daily basis, and they were going to the temple together, and they were praying together, and they were sharing together. And that is the best example of what the missional community process involves. So you need people. Now I could go into a rendition of people.
No, please don't.